Climate change has become the new buzzword. From news headlines to street protests, everyone is talking about it. And people hold differing perspectives about this particular topic. But have you ever stopped and wondered, what is the real deal with climate change? Is it real or just a myth? Well, I hope that this video gives you an answer to the question. Because today I'll get into the nitty-gritty of climate change, the causes, effects, mind-blowing facts, and possible solutions. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Let's take it from the beginning. What exactly is climate change? Well, according to the United Nations, climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. But why is it happening on such a massive scale? The root cause of climate change is the increase in greenhouse gas emissions. Remember those greenhouse gases you read about in your 5th grade science book? Yes, carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, nitrous oxide, and more. These gases occur naturally in our atmosphere. They act like a blanket around the Earth, trapping heat from the sun and allowing life to flourish. But here's the issue. Humans have messed up the planet's energy balance. Burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for energy has drastically increased the presence of greenhouse gases, most notably carbon dioxide. As a result, extra heat is being trapped near the Earth's surface, causing temperatures to rise. Another significant contributor to climate change is industrial activity. Factories, power plants, and other industrial processes release massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Deforestation is another major player. When we chop down forests for farming, logging, or cities, all that carbon stored in the trees gets released back into the air as carbon dioxide. And now, what's the effect? Let's talk about the consequences. The effects of climate change are far-reaching. As the Earth's average temperature increases, we witness glaciers and polar ice caps melting. This leads to rising sea levels, causing flooding and erosion. The frequency and intensity of extreme weather events have also increased due to climate change. From heat waves to droughts to heavy rainfall, communities worldwide suffer from climate change. And that's not it. In hot and dry conditions, the chances of wildfires inevitably increase. Wildfires further endanger forest animals and affect our planet's delicate ecosystems. Now, here's a controversial thing. The effects of climate change are not uniform globally. People living in economically disadvantaged communities worldwide bear a much larger burden, even though these communities play a much smaller role in warming the planet. Due to the limited resources and infrastructure, developing countries face great socioeconomic challenges due to the changing climate. Droughts, floods, and crop failures force millions to leave their homes. We're talking about the forgotten victims of climate change here. By 2050, the number of climate change refugees is expected to reach 1 billion. If this is not alarming enough for the authorities, I don't know what will. Is climate change a myth? We promised to tackle this question at the beginning of the video, and it's time to answer it with scientific facts. Let's look at some indicators that reflect the impact of climate change on our environment. The carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere take the lead. This year, the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere is forecast to be 419.2 parts per million, or ppm. The global average last year in 2022 was 417.2 parts per million. With 2 or more points going up yearly, we face dangerous circumstances in the coming decades. When it comes to high temperatures, 2022 was the 6th warmest year since records began in 1880. A total of 28 countries experienced their warmest year on record in 2022, including the UK, China, and New Zealand. The loss of forest is another indicator. Over a quarter of the Amazon rainforest now emits more carbon than it absorbs. Moreover, climate change has become a primary cause of elongated weather conditions, such as wildfires. As of July 2023, wildfires burned 19.5 million acres across Canada. There are at least 500 active fires around the country, 257 of which are classified as out of control. The rapid shrinking of Arctic ice indicates that climate change is not a myth. It is a real phenomenon impacting the very components of our existence. Today, the Arctic is warming twice as fast as anywhere on Earth, and the sea ice is declining by more than 10% a year. And there is a looming fear of the Arctic going ice-free as early as the 2030s. We are at a critical point with climate change. Talking about the causes and effects isn't about pointing fingers or making anyone feel guilty. It's about understanding the problem so we can tackle it head on. One crucial solution is transitioning to renewable energy sources. We need to say goodbye to fossil fuels and embrace clean energy alternatives such as solar, wind, and hydropower with open arms. Energy efficiency also plays a vital role in combating climate change. We need to improve the efficiency of our buildings, transportation systems, and industrial processes. And let's not forget about planting trees. Reforestation helps absorb CO2, restore ecosystems, and provides habitats for diverse species. Furthermore, substantial agricultural practices such as precision farming and organic methods can help reduce carbon emissions from the food production sector. But these are all big solutions that require economic resources to come to life. On an individual level, though, we can still make a difference. Adopting water-saving habits, avoiding single-use plastics, and recycling materials are all effective lifestyle choices we can make to combat climate change. Small changes add up. Remember, there is no planet B. If our activities have brought us to this dangerous point in human history, making sustainable choices and breaking old patterns can help us find a way out. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.